all the things I applied for once I got PIP. First thing I did, I knew there's massive delays with blue badges in the UK, so it's the first thing I applied for. I applied for a blue badge because I get the enhanced mobility benefits. I struggle traveling on trains and public transport and all those things, and I'm not able to drive myself. Two, my disability identity card. You can get this from the UK as well. It just helps identify your disability. It's visual. You hold it around your neck. It's great for that when you're going in venues and you explain your disability to people. My free bus pass. I occasionally do get buses when I have to, like if I need to go to the doctors or I need to take my dog to the vet. So I apply for a free bus pass. Now I get free journeys between 9 and 5 p.m. DEA cinema card is a card with certain cinemas in the UK where if you have a disability, you can go with a companion or a carer and you can get their ticket for free. Absolutely amazing. Disability rail pass or rail card. It gives you 1/3 off on all trains in the UK. An access card, which is similar to the disability card, but you show at a venue so they know that you are disabled. You normally have like a carer companion with you, and you normally get discounted tickets. So this could be used at Legoland, Disney World. It just means you don't have to bring your proof of disability, which is normally your PIP information and your PIP form with you, because to get that access card and that disability identity card, you have to provide proof of your PIP anyway. So it just kind of bypasses that with you having to photocopy and bring in paperwork and things like that. I also want to say these cards also give you discounts in certain stores. So for me, like a 2% on a Tesco food shop, if you use that throughout the year, you can save a good £100 to £200 for people who are disabled and things like that. They're really, really useful. With National Disability Card, you get loads of benefits. I'll go through some of them now for you. Right, we're just at my desk. So this is kind of all the categories you can get that are really, really helpful. So the one I've used so far is to get cheaper skincare and things like that. I used Look Fantastic to get 22% off things I needed. They were in sale, like SPF, skincare, makeup and stuff like that. Because normally makeup and things like that are kind of very luxury when you're disabled, because you're normally... most people disabled are working, by the way. Most people I know, I obviously don't know the statistics, but it can be just nicer just to get a bit of a discount so you can save some money. But mostly what people would use these for, I would assume, is for like special days out with like family and friends, because you get discounts, 25% off at Disneyland Paris, free care ticket to Legoland, free care ticket to certain things like the zoo and stuff like that. All these great things just to help you get out and about. Obviously, you need to research in advance if they are appropriate for you and your disability. Like, do they have the correct facilities to help you, like wheelchair access and things like that? I haven't looked in pets yet, and I do have an assistance dog. So if I look in pets, you get Pooch Marts, Skippers, Tails.com, Tugs. See, all this stuff, like for example, I need to get treats for my assistance dog to do training with her. You can get a decent discount here, so it's really, really useful in that sense. Another thing I also did was look for local charities in my county, because I live in the county of Surrey, to look for any disability schemes they had. This charity in Surrey has kind of like a if you're in need scheme where you can apply and get food vouchers, or they can pay for an electricity bill if you're really in need. Obviously, it's not emergency funds or anything like that. But at the time, I was made redundant. I had a disability. I was told by kind of job seekers that it would be very difficult for me to get another job because there's a lot of discrimination if you're right off the bat very honest about your disability. So for me, I applied for this like when I was first made redundant, which was in December, because I got made redundant at Christmas, and I only just got my vouchers through last week, which was £300 of Sainsbury's vouchers, which really helps out because I had put a lot of money on my credit cards to make do until I found another job. And now we have £300 in Sainsbury's to buy on necessities like food, medicine, all sort of stuff. I'm also coming down with a cold, so hopefully I don't sound too horrible. But if you look around in your local county about how like certain things that can help you out when you are disabled and you need assistance, people will come through. Yeah, that's everything that I've applied so far once I officially got status of my disability, if that makes sense. Of course, I've always had deafness and Meniere's disease and ADHD and dyslexia my whole life, but it took a very long process to get my PIP and to be acknowledged as being disabled and having problems working and stuff like that. For anyone who asks about getting my nails done, my fiance pays to get my nails done for me. Because I have really weak nails and they break off and they bleed and it's horrible. So I'll see you guys next time.